YAWA is brought to you by ChangeCars. ChangeCars is SA's safest online platform. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.
Welcome back to a YAWA episode. We haven't done a YAWA episode in such a long time. This is YAWA 17. So if you don't know what YAWA stands for, you ask, we answer.
It's been all about the girls, yourself and myself with Bongani.
Bongani, yeah. So this time around we talk Bongani. Bruh, please just take a seat. We need to come back to the YAWA episode for a bit.
So today is something a little bit different. We did a podcast. We said the last one set a record.
Yeah.
And what do they say about records? They're there to be broken.
100%.
So how many questions do we want to do today? About 8?
Yeah, about 8, 7
Awesome.
questions, 2 buying, 2 selling, 3 general.
And the beautiful thing is everything we talk about today, you received it.
Yeah, I received them. So, and first question, starting with a buying. And the lovely thing about this is that she didn't ask about a small compact SUV or any type of SUV. So Ntabisang has a budget of 600,000 Rand. She's looking at a modern sedan, something fancy, something that she can look cool in as well. It can be new or used, not more than 40,000 kilometers.
Up to 40,000.
Up to 40,000. Then year range is looking anything between 2023, 2024, 2025. So it must be very modern, basically what she's looking at.
So what is interesting is sedan. Now, you take anybody today, SUV is without a shadow of doubt the go-to.
Yeah.
Hatchback, I would have always thought second. What is more popular, sedan or hatchback?
Hatchback.
100%.
Yeah.
So sedan, listen, I'm going to be clever. I'm going to let him lead. What are you thinking of?
Going for the new Honda Civic. Very lovely car. I've had the opportunity to test that vehicle, was it last year or the year before? 2023 or 2024. Loved it. And I would buy that car myself.
And it's got some seriously good performance. What is the engine in that?
I think it's the 1.5 liter.
Right.
It there's a good kick to it. It looks good as well.
So
Turbo, yes.
Right.
Of turbo, the CVT gearbox. And in that vehicle, I don't mind the CVT gearbox because it works. It's a very good car. Interior looks good. Like it's a very, very nice car.
So now I think we just need to touch on that because honestly, not because I don't have a better suggestion. I have a suggestion, but not a better suggestion. The CVT gearbox, a lot of people say, do we go with CVT? Why don't we go with CVT? I think if the car's got performance, the right engine, the CVT works beautifully.
Yeah.
When the car's underpowered, you get that nothing hunt. How do you explain it? Like the small engine cars, like a Mitsubishi, for example, the Xpander Sport or an Outlander Sport.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't think it works there.
Doesn't work.
But now in the Honda specifically, it works.
Works perfectly.
So now I'm always going to go Japanese. I'm not going to go for anything Chinese. Lexus.
Oh,
what is about 100%?
The IS.
Have you had the pleasure of driving that car?
Yes, I have.
So why have I gone Lexus? Toyota reliability, Honda reliability.
100%.
Risk-wise, either the Honda or the Toyota. What are the best risks on those cars?
Nothing. I've never seen a post or someone say my IS or Honda Civic has been stolen. So you're on the good side. And also because they're not in the public eye like that.
Correct.
You are going to stand out.
But now you speak about the public eye, exactly that. You come with a Suzuki Swift. Nobody says, oh, wow, is this a new Suzuki Swift?
100%.
When did you get released from jail and what have you been doing for the last 8 years in your coma? But the Lexus and this Honda, people will say, wow. They will not know, even myself, top of your head, just picturing it. Do you know exactly what the dashboard looks like or not?
I do.
Oh, do you?
I do, because I've been in it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But if I say to you the Suzuki Swift, I can tell you
exactly
every centimeter. So I think she reached out to you. I'm saying Lexus, Toyota. Let's see if we can even build it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you saying Honda.
But
if you had to say, I think I'm going with your suggestion.
100%. So the second question we received for buying is from a gentleman called Ivan. He's looking at buying a vehicle for his daughter, right? Obviously, we know the entry-level vehicles. Anything besides the car that is loved by literally here on the platform, which is...
So he doesn't want a Toyota Conquest.
The Toyota Conquest of today, which is the Suzuki Swift. So anything besides the Suzuki Swift for his daughter.
So again, just interesting, he's obviously not anti the Suzuki brand. He's just not wanting a Swift that everybody's got.
He does like the Swift, but he wants to know what else is there so that he can...
So if I can go first on this one,
okay.
2 options for me, and essentially it's the same, either the Baleno or the Toyota Starlet.
Starlet, yeah.
Now, again, why do I say those cars I think they actually look magnificent. What do you think of the look of those two?
I do. I like them. I like both of them. And pricing wise, they actually quite close to the Swift. So
Right.
we can just always bump up and
But when
bigger
I look
car.
at the Starlet and Baleno, so the Swift for me looks like a small entry-level car. There's no question the Baleno and the Starlet also look entry-level type, but they just have got a
bit bigger.
touch of class.
100%.
But you got something different?
Yes, I'm thinking of the Mahindra 3XO.
Nice.
So, like I said, for his daughter, something fancy, cool, has all the tech, looks good as well. Well, looks are subjective.
Yeah, it does look good.
The 3XO looks good. The color palette you can get as well. You can have a green with the black roof, white with the black roof,
Can stand
red
out.
with the black roof, you know. So, especially if you go for that red with the black roof, definitely for me, I think Ivar's daughter will definitely look good in that vehicle.
But now, as a father, and we've often spoken about this, and in the main podcast, we actually touched on it. One other thing that the Mahindra ticks the box 5 times.
Yeah,
What is it?
The NCAP safety rating.
Now, you got a youngster, and again, we've never been condescending. They're getting into a car for the first time. Please, God, no accident.
Yeah.
But an accident can happen. I want maximum protection. I don't know what the NCAP rating is on the Baleno and the Star. Is it also 5?
I don't know. I don't think it's.
But on the, I don't think it will be, because it's just the Chinese and the Indian manufactured cars that are there. So again, 2 for 2,
100%.
we're going with the Mahindra.
100% going Mahindra.
Looking at buying a brand new car? Visit changecars.co.za and click on the Beat My Quote tab, because we will beat your quote.
So moving on to selling, right? So it's
Maybe selling.
maybe selling, because we actually have one question here, and this is a very good question as well. So Cindy reached out to me. She's looking at selling her BMW X1 2016 model. Just has over 100,000, 105 to be specific.
Right.
So her question is, how much will she get for it? 1, 2, she should keep or sell. She's had it since new.
Now, I think that is the absolute key. So we often get asked the question, would you buy a 9-year-old German car? And the genuine answer is no, unless there's really good circumstances. You said just kilos again, 9 years?
105.
So that's what, roughly 12,000 kilos a year. So that is 50% of the average. Is it giving her any trouble?
No, it's not.
A car like that, book value, to the best of my knowledge, will be around the 200,000 Rand mark, maybe a few Rand either side. If she found any of the buying services, they would want that car because the mileage is super low.
Yeah.
So let's go top end. She'll get 220,000 Rand. Okay? BMW X1. Your average person looks at a 9-year-old X1. That car still looks absolutely
good.
modern.
Yeah.
You can't really tell the difference. Not giving her trouble. Obviously, automotive plan. So there's 2 things here. I'm going to get 220,000 Rand for it because it's fully paid off. I don't want to finance another car. I'm not going to get anything in that price range.
Yeah, you won't.
If I'm prepared to spend, say, 4,000 Rand a month, that's going to give me around 150,000 Rand to add on top of that. So approaching 400,000 Rand. Because that, in my opinion, is what you'll need to spend to be on a level or go forward. What can you get for 400,000 Rand?
That matches the BMW X1. Honestly, nothing. You really can't.
Correct. The kind of low kilometers she's doing, I reckon she's going to service that car annually.
Yeah.
She'll do brakes every 2 to 3 years, 30,000 kilos. Honestly, if I'm Cindy, and again, the motor dealers are going to hate me because they would want to buy her car and they'd want to sell her something else. I would keep it. What are you thinking?
100%. Definitely keep it.
I always look at a car and I say, what do I feel like I'm driving? You look at that car on the road, just in your mind. Is that a 400,000-500,000 Rand car when you look at it?
No, it feels a lot more.
Wow. Okay. So as you said, I was going to say, wow, how did I get that wrong? But that's exactly it. Now I go and sell it and I get 220,000 Rand for it. Cindy, Nikki and myself, we're agreeing on everything, and what we're not agreeing on, he's right. But in this one, you're 100% right. The host has given the co-host a chance. 2017 Nissan Navara. Now remember, I'm biased. So Marku wants to know if he should or shouldn't sell it. Low kilos. Was used for the school run by his wife. They love the car. But it's 8 years old, approaching 9 years old in a month from now. 65,000 kilos. If he sells it, looking to upgrade, or in his mind, upgrade to a Ford Ranger, 2-liter, single turbo. Similar kilos, but it'll be newer. So the car would have done 70,000 kilos in 4 years as opposed to 65,000 kilos in 9 years. What would you do?
Nah, no need. Keep it.
So interesting. 100% agree with you, Marku. Keep your car. But for me, there's two reasons. One, I don't think a single turbo is an upgrade.
An upgrade, yeah, it's not. That's why. That's why when you said single turbo, I was like, no.
Okay. Now again, it wasn't a question, but if it is the double turbo, what would you say then?
Also, I'd cause of concern. Mileage was another thing. Mileage is too high for
Yes.
a short period of time. So stick with what you stick with the poison you know than the poison you don't know.
So now in our main podcast, I said I would love to buy as many one-owner cars as possible. Let me tell you why one-owner car. I've got the 2017 Nissan. I've had it since new. Hasn't given me a day's trouble. I know everything about this car. I go buy a second-hand car, low mileage, 3-4 years old. In theory, it should be very good, but I don't know everything about it.
Yeah.
So why take the risk? I've got something that's not giving me a day's trouble, still modern. I think it looks superb. So Marku, keep it. We're not doing the motor dealers any favor, but I always say it's the right answer for you. It's not what is the right answer for somebody else.
100%. And moving on to the interesting part, the part that you like the most, especially
General.
the general part. And we also spoke about this in the main podcast, but I want us to touch on about it. What is the importance of an NCAP rating in a vehicle?
I don't think you can emphasize enough just how important it is. But let's hold that thought for a moment. Your average person, when they're going to buy a car, you say to them, what is important to you? Fuel consumption and tech.
Yeah.
How many people will say to you, you know what's really important to me? NCAP rating, the amount of airbags, then tech, then fuel consumption.
No, a lot of people will tell you that.
So we're not looking to open up a can of worms, but we spoke earlier about a Hyundai i10, one of the most popular cars on the road for students, and it gets a fat 0 on NCAP.
Yeah.
So you asked the question how important it is. How important is your health to you?
Very important.
Absolutely. Accidents, while we all pray that they won't happen, accidents can happen in various circumstances. They can happen at low speed, medium speed, and please God, never at high speed.
Yeah.
But a car with a 0 NCAP rating at 40 kilometers an hour, would you say 40 kilometers an hour is high speed, medium speed, or low speed?
Low speed.
It's not even medium speed. For me, medium speed or average speed, not medium speed, is 60 to 70.
Yeah.
At 40 kilometers an hour, if that car is getting a 0 NCAP rating, God forbid your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, or yourself is in that car. So, long answer always, how important is it for you? For me, it's critical.
Very important. Very important. And staying on the Hyundai topic, Hyundai is still selling cars, surprisingly enough. Like they surprised me. They're still top 5 in the country. And I say surprising because of the influx of the Chinese brands and how people have moved away from the legacy brands to the Chinese. To your knowledge, or to your thoughts, why do you think Hyundai is still doing significantly well in the country compared to the Chinese?
So I've always said the Korean products, namely Kia and Hyundai, I really do like them. I think the styling on the Kias is superb.
Yeah.
I think the longevity has been very, very good. I think they've got vehicles in the right categories. You've got a Hyundai Staria, you had a Hyundai H1, you've got the right Buckies. So they've got the right vehicles in the right category. But I can tell you now, with the safety rating, it's going to pull them down. And both Kia and Hyundai, I'm very open when I say, and we always share, I find both the CEOs very, very unapproachable to myself and unapproachable to the customers. And do yourself a favor, Google who they are, go on and watch interviews that they've done and tell me if they're warm and bubbly like my co-host, Nikki.
So my thoughts on that is, I just think it's probably going to take time. But I feel like after this year, I think when you look at the new year, because I saw GWM Haval is quite close to Hyundai. I definitely think in the new year, they'll definitely pass Jetour, especially with the T2.
Oh, Jetour, they deserve it.
They deserve it. They'll come through. Chery as well as there. Chery is doing better than Hyundai combined, but they split their numbers. So it'll be Chery, there will be JQ or Moda.
Right.
But if they include Chery, JQ or Moda together, it's more than Hyundai.
Okay, so that's interesting because when we look at the South African figures, you've often spoken about VAG. How do you say it?
Yeah, VAG.
Volkswagen and Audi.
Volkswagen Audi Group.
Volkswagen Audi Group. So now I didn't realize what you just told me. So if you take Chery and all the products, just confirm for me, a Moda, JQ, Jetour,
yeah,
and Cherry.
and Terry.
And
You take
you-
all of that, they do more than Haval.
That's incredible. So my prediction for 2026, brands that are going to go badly south, badly. Kia, Hyundai,
Mhm.
Mitsubishi, Tata we don't know
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they know we're right now. Renault, I'll put my neck on a block, will not be in South Africa. We've often spoken about who will not be in South Africa in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
Renault, nowhere. But the Chinese onslaught, is it, and again, whether you like it or not, is it deserved, yes or no?
Yes.
The success they're getting,
Yes, it is deserved.
their pricing, their marketing, their new vehicle launches, the Jetour. If you're looking for the T1 or T2 in that price range category, tell me what Kia or Hyundai have got that compares to that.
Nothing. That thing is 600,000 rand, and it's so much.
You take people that 2 years ago didn't know the name Jetour, and you say to them, what does the new T1 or T2 look like? They will know. You say to them, what is the new Sportage or Tucson or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Do you think they will guaranteed know what the Hyundai Kia looks like?
No, they won't.
So 2026 is going to be the year that the Chinese properly demote, I think it's the right word,
Yeah.
demote these legacy brands. The term legacy brands, I love that. What does that actually mean? Established, well-known, recognized? What does
Established.
legacy mean?
I think established and successful established.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you say legacy, Nissan, Honda, Mazda, Toyota, Suzuki is relatively new to South Africa.
I don't think they consider it as legacy
Okay.
yet. But I'm sure they're going in that direction.
But talking about Suzuki, do you see their success continuing? I do.
100%. They'll stay at that number 2 spot. I don't see any brand removing Suzuki at the number 2 spot.
Even though no single Kaiser Chief fan buys a Suzuki, it's only Orlando Pirates. It is Orlando Pirates, eh?
Under Pirates, because Kaiser Chiefs is a Toyota. Toyota's number 1.
But if you went to FNB Stadium or Soccer City and Chiefs were playing Sundowns, I guarantee there will be plenty Suzukis in that.
Definitely.
eh?
A lot more Suzuki.
They just keep it quiet. So no one looks forward to the end of a show, but the end is always an inevitability.
Mhm.
What is your worst nightmare? Now, you haven't seen this question. I received this. What is your worst nightmare? If you're driving on the highway or anywhere, what gauge would scare you on a car the most?
My temperature gauge.
I thought you were going to say the fuel gauge being on
No.
empty.
Fuel gauge I have control of.
Okay.
I can always just stop.
Of course.
If I run out of fuel, it's my own problem.
But is it-
Temperature I can't control.
Correct. But is it fair to say, you see your temperature, where do you expect the temperature gauge on a modern car to be constantly 100% of the time?
On a hot day, half. On a cool day, below.
So interesting that you say that. So I've always thought that the temperature gauge should remain constant. However, if it goes slightly below half, no problem.
No problem.
Other way?
No. It's
A
too hot.
temperature gauge must never go over hot. So now we sold a vehicle to a customer, a Haval Jolion.
Okay.
If I say to you, I've never seen this before, I'll give you the end result. According to them, 100% normal. Normal operating temperature. Center, it's got a center line.
Mhm.
Where's normal operating temperature on this car?
Over, I'm sure.
100%, but marginally over.
Or marginally.
So what is the first thing the customer reaches out to us and says, this is a little bit concerning, or is it concerning? So my view is, yes, it is concerning. So we speak to the Cherry agent, not the Cherry agent.
The Haval.
We got the wrong information from the Cherry agent about the Haval. We speak to the Haval agent immediately. It wasn't like, okay, we'll investigate. What did they say? Normal,
normal.
100%.
So that means that it's been brought up to them.
100%. Now, I'm a firm believer. Don't tell me. Show me. So what do I ask them to do?
Start the Haval.
100%. Send me a video. And to their credit, they did. Vehicle on cold. And you see it like that. Going up. As it gets to half,
It passed.
immediately. So just interesting. So how do you explain as GWM to a young driver that it's acceptable for it to be over half? Because I'm a young driver now,
We don't know much.
and all of a sudden I drive another car and I see it going over half and there is a problem. What do I think?
It's normal.
So just interesting, and I'd love to hear from the audience, from the viewers, listeners, etc., what their feeling is. In my opinion, how hard can it be for a Haval literally to redesign a dashboard or set
Something.
it differently,
Yeah.
but must not go over them at all? So we've come to the end of the show, but what we value more than anything is
The questions and what people keep saying.
And how do you get hold of us if you want to get hold of us?
YAWA. The email address, YAWA@ChangeCars.co.za.
You ask, we answer. And the reason we answer is because it's an absolute pleasure. Nikki, another enjoyable show.
100%. Do you want to tell them the bad news about this episode? All about the year, essentially.
And it is bad news. Today, we're getting ready to go on holiday. Next week, everybody will be at the coast. Our first episode will be second week of January. And I assure you, we said we set a record with the podcast. It will be the longest episode ever because there'll be so much to talk about. And YAWA, can we make a promise right now? Minimum 12 questions in total. 4 buying, 4 selling, and 4 in general. To the audience, thank you for your support. Wishing you and your family the very best over the festive season.
YAWA was brought to you by ChangeCars. Our name says it all.